Okay, so for drawing 6-7, this is the drawing we're going to do. And we are going to draw this base piece first. We're going to draw it square with no rounded corners. And then we're going to extrude it at 3/4 of an inch. And then after we create this squared cornered base, then we're going to use the fillet command and round these corners with a 7/8 radius and with a 1-inch radius. Okay, so we're going to start on the top view, or the top plane is where we're going to start, and we're going to build it up. The total length of the back is 6 inches. From this corner forward is going to be 7/8 plus 7/8, which is 1 3/4. From the back to this corner would be 2 inches plus a 1-inch radius, so 3 inches, and then we're just going to connect the corners. Okay, so let me go to OnShape. We're going to go to our top plane. Let me turn towards the top plane, and I'm going to use the sketch, and I'm going to use a line. Instead of using, normally I'll use a rectangle or a circle, but this time I'm going to use a line. And I am going to go from here over this way. I'm going to go about 6 inches. I'm going to come down about, I think there's 3 inches. Somewhere about here. Oops. And then I'm going to get the sketch line from here, come down about 1 3/4 of an inch. And then I'm going to connect it down to here. So this was the general shape. So let me give it some size now. So the back line is supposed to be 6. The short side was supposed to be 7/8 plus 7/8, which is 1 3/4, so 1.75. And this side was supposed to be 3. Okay, good. So we have all of our sizes. Okay, so let me exit sketch. Let me use my right mouse click to kind of spin it up like this. And we're going to go highlight this, extrude it at a distance of 0.75 or 3/4. And check mark. Okay, so this is the general shape of that base, but I need to round over this corner and I need to round over this corner. This corner here has a radius of 1, and this corner has a radius of 0.75. So up here, fillet is right here. So I'm going to go fillet. It says entities to fillet. So I'm going to click on this edge right here, this line. And I'm going to put in the size at 7/8. And then check mark. And it rounds that over. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Spin this. I'm going to go fillet. Entities to fillet. It's going to be this line right here. And this one is a radius of 1. And check mark. Good. Now there are 2 holes that go through here as well. And both of those holes, this hole shares the same center point as this arc. And the hole over here shares the same center point as this arc. So I'm going to work on this face. So I'm going to go to the top. And I'm going to create a sketch of a hole. And I think if I hang out on the edge here, I should be able to go to the center point down here. There it is right there. It gives you the center point as a little orange or a yellow square. And just to double check, if I go all the way out to the arc, it should line up right even with the edge. That's always a way to check it. So if you're trying to make concentric circles and you're not sure if you got the center point, just extend it out to see if you actually did. And this one I did. So I'm going to put in a circle here, and I'm going to create another circle over here. So I'm going to hang out here, and then I'm going to try to find that center. There it is. Yep, same center point. This one, trying to remember what side. Oh, they're both 7/8 drills. So anytime it says drill, that means diameter. So when I go to dimension, it's going to be 7/8. And this one also is going to be 7/8. And it converted it to decimal for me. I put in 7/8 and it converted it to the decimal, which is 0.875. And I don't even need to, I don't need to dimension where they're located, simply because I know it's at the exact same center point. And that was established when I clicked inside that little square representing the center of this arc. So I don't need to tell it how far from here and how far from the edge. That center point already located it. So now I'm done with my sketches. I'm going to highlight inside my sketches and extrude, remove through all. Okay, good. Done with that. Now I'm going to spin around to the back side, because we're going to work on this back face right here. We're going to build up the piece on the back. So I'm going to go to the back here, and it's going to be on this side where I'm working. I'm going to zoom in on this side right here, and I'm going to kind of do the same thing. I'm going to forget about the arcs. There's some radiuses and things on this. I'm just going to draw it square first, dimension it, and then use the fillet to round over the corners. So I'm going to create a sketch using the line command. From here, I'm going to go up. It's supposed to be that we're going up. I'm not going to see. Let's see. I printed this out, so I'm looking at it. One and 1/4 plus 3/4, that would be 2. Okay, so I'm going to go up about 2. Keep running into, whoops, didn't want to do that. Let me. Okay, I'm going to go up about 2. That doesn't seem right to me though. Oh no, it's only 1 and 1/4. Sorry, I'm going to go up 1 and 1/4. And then I'm going to draw another line from here over this way, about 4 inches. Then I'm going to go straight up. 2 1/4 plus 1 is 3 1/4 minus 3/4. I'm going to go up. Hold on, I got to do a little math. 2 1/4 plus 1, that's 3 1/4 minus 3/4. That's 2 1/2. So I'm going to go up about 2 1/2. Where about here, and then back to here. Now, someone sent me a chat. No problem, Vina. So that's the general shape. So let's give it some sizes now. So let's go to our dimension. And like I said, this one is supposed to be 2 1/2, so 2.5. This over here is supposed to be 1 1/4 plus a half, 1 3/4, 1.75. That doesn't seem right. 1 1/4. Yeah, it is. And then this one here, the length of this is supposed to be 4. Okay. Now check mark that my sketch is done. Let me spin this sideways so we can see what's going on. And we're going to highlight the sketch. We're going to go, we want to add, not that direction, but we want to pull this direction, right? We can either pull it like this, or you can hit this little arrow right here, and that switches the direction, the change of the direction. And the thickness of this is 7/8. So let me go 7/8, and then check mark. And then I need to round this corner, and that's going to be a 1/2 inch radius, and this one is a 1 inch radius. So again, we're going to get the fillet, and this edge right here with a 0.5. And then this edge, oops, check mark, then fill it again. This edge with a 1. Hold on, this doesn't look right. The assignment. One 1/4. Maybe it's just 1 1/4. Let me, oops, check mark. Yeah, what's going on here? Hope I didn't lose my stuff. Let me do this again. Here, this edge, 1. Okay, so I did, this one's not correct. The height of this from here to here is not correct. So I'm going to go back to, let me finish this first. I'm going to go back to this sketch right here. This sketch is the sketch of this back piece. And instead of this being 1.75, it's supposed to be 1.25. So I'm going to change this to 1.25. That drops it down, and check mark. And notice that it went back and redid everything at the right size. So anytime that we need to make changes, if we realize something is wrong, we just find where the sketch was here, and we can go back and edit and make that change. Okay, so the last thing I have to do is put a hole through this face. Let me go front, zoom in a little bit, and I'm going to create a sketch of a hole or of a circle. I'm going to hang out on the edge here for a second, and then go in to find the center point, somewhere right around. I can't find it. Try that again. Where is my center point? There it is. Okay, so there's our center point, and let's just double check and make sure, yep, it lines up, good. And this is going to be a 3/4 inch diameter. So let me put it in. Let me go dimension, diameter of 0.75. Check mark. Let me highlight it. and extrude, remove, through all, and check mark. And there is our final product. Now you remember how to do the putting on a title block, right? Plus sign, create a drawing, okay. Select the part, putting in front view first, right ahead to the top view, come back to the front view, click on it, drag out your right side view, come back to the front view, click on it, drag out your pictorial view, hit escape, and then let's right mouse click on each of the different views and turn on the hidden lines. Go hidden lines. Show hidden lines. Now in this one, there are circles, so we have to actually show in, we have to show center points as well. Now I don't think we've done this before, so let me show you how to put in center lines. For the center points themselves, I'm going to go to 2-point center line, this right here. And I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to go to the different, the different quadrants and go click here and click here. And then click here and click here. That gives me that center point. Same thing here. Click, 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 click. Gives me that center point. Here's another one. And it just throws those in for you. The holes that look like a hidden line, remember these two hidden lines represent this hole. So in order to draw those, what we're going to do is get this one right here, edge to edge center line. And I'm just going to click on the two hidden lines and it'll automatically put in a center line for me. So this one and this one, this one, and this one. This one may be a little tougher. Let's figure out what we've got here. So it looks like the first and third, this one and this one are going to create a center line. And then this one and this one, then I think it's going to be this one and then this one. Okay, we just have to figure out which one of the hidden lines, because there's a hidden line for this spot, for this spot, for this spot, for this spot, and for this tangent. I think they put in one for this tangent spot also. And then there's the hole that goes through here. That would be the very bottom one and the very top one. And it was right on top of another hidden line. So it's just going to look like that. So all kinds of nice, fun things that go in there. And you know how to, after that, hit escape. You know how to drag over your name, right? You know, whoops. Drag over your name, make it bigger, and so forth. Change it to a bigger font. Okay, and that was the end of the recording.